Galactic Council's power. In the vast expanse of the galaxy, the Galactic Council stood as the most powerful and influential body. This council controlled many planets and systems, its reach extending far beyond what anyone could easily measure. Its members, a mix of alien species with advanced technology and wisdom, were the decision-makers for the entire galaxy. Among the countless worlds under its rule was Earth. To the Council, Earth was just one more planet in a crowded galaxy. Although Earth had made strides in technology and exploration, it remained a minor player compared to the grand schemes of the Council. The Council's decisions affected countless planets, but it seldom considered Earth's opinions or interests. Earth's leaders watched with growing unease as the Council made decisions that seemed to ignore their needs and aspirations. From their perspective, the Council's rules were often harsh and unfair, leaving Earth feeling like a pawn in a much larger game. This feeling of being overlooked and undervalued only grew stronger as the years went by. The Council had a habit of showing off its power. It held grand ceremonies and made public announcements that demonstrated its authority and control. These displays were meant to remind every planet of its place in the grand scheme of things. For Earth, these public spectacles were a painful reminder of its lowly status. In the year 20,753, the Council decided to humiliate Earth in a way that would be remembered for years to come. They planned a grand event where they showcased their most advanced technology and military might. The event was not only a display of power, but also a subtle jab at Earth's technological achievements, which were still developing compared to the Council's standards. The day of the event arrived with great fanfare. The Council's planets and their representatives gathered in a grand space station, filled with opulence and advanced technology. The Council's leaders, adorned in their finest attire, were eager to demonstrate their superiority. They intended to show off their newest weapon systems and technological advancements, subtly mocking Earth's progress. As the event unfolded, Earth's representatives were invited to watch from a distance. They saw the Council's new technologies, which seemed almost magical compared to Earth's current capabilities. The Council's leaders made pointed remarks about Earth's efforts, implying that they were insignificant in the grander scheme of galactic progress. Back on Earth, the humiliation was felt deeply. The media buzzed with reports of the event, and the public reacted with a mix of anger and embarrassment. The leaders knew they needed to respond, but they were also aware of their limited options. They saw how the Council's display was not just a show of strength, but also an attempt to belittle Earth and its people. This public humiliation was more than just a blow to Earth's pride. It was a challenge to its dignity and a catalyst for change. Earth's leaders began to meet in secret, discussing how to respond to the Council's actions. They knew they could not let this insult go unanswered, but they also understood the risks involved. The Council was powerful and well-prepared, and any move against them would require careful planning and significant resources. As they plotted their response, Earth's scientists and engineers began working tirelessly to advance their own technologies. They were determined to prove that Earth was not a weakling, but a formidable force capable of standing on equal footing with the Council. The humiliation had ignited a fire within them, pushing them to innovate and develop new strategies. The feeling of being belittled turned into a drive for revenge and respect. Earth's leaders knew they had to show the Council that their actions had consequences. They were prepared to take bold steps to assert their position and challenge the Council's dominance. The stage was set for a dramatic shift in the galactic balance of power. The Council's decision to humiliate Earth had not only sparked outrage, but also ignited a determination to change the status quo. Earth was ready to fight for its place in the galaxy, and the Council would soon learn that underestimating Earth's resolve was a mistake they would come to regret. The humiliation. The year 20,753 marked a turning point in the relationship between Earth and the Galactic Council. The Council had always been known for its grand displays of power, but what happened next was a calculated act of humiliation aimed specifically at Earth. The event was planned meticulously to ensure that the insult was both public and undeniable. The Galactic Council's Grand Space Station, a marvel of alien engineering, was the venue for the Humiliation. It floated high above a beautiful, vibrant planet, a symbol of the Council's technological prowess. The space station was filled with aliens from across the galaxy, all eager to witness the latest showcase of the Council's dominance. The Council's leaders had decided to demonstrate their latest achievements in a way that would leave no room for doubt about their superiority. They planned a series of exhibitions that would highlight their most advanced technology and military power. To make their point clear, they included a special segment focused on Earth. This segment was designed to ridicule Earth's progress and make a public spectacle out of its perceived shortcomings. As the event began, the Council's leaders took to the stage, their voices booming through the space station's vast halls. The crowd watched with eager anticipation as the leaders introduced their new technologies. Screens flashed with images of sleek, powerful ships and advanced weaponry, each one more impressive than the last. The Council's representatives made sure to highlight how their advancements far outstripped anything Earth had achieved. The highlight of the event was a segment that was explicitly aimed at Earth. The Council presented a detailed comparison between their technology and Earth's, focusing on the gaps between them. The presentation was filled with condescending remarks and sarcastic comments about Earth's efforts. The leaders mocked Earth's recent technological advancements, suggesting that they were nothing more than a drop in the ocean compared to the Council's achievements. On Earth, the event was broadcast live, and millions of people watched in disbelief and anger. The humiliation was felt deeply by everyone, from the highest government officials to ordinary citizens. The media was filled with reports and discussions about the event, and the public reaction was one of outrage and hurt. The leaders of Earth were particularly distressed. They saw the event not just as an insult, but as a direct challenge to their authority and capability. The Council's actions were seen as a deliberate attempt to undermine Earth's progress and to demonstrate that Earth was insignificant in the grand scheme of the galaxy. In the aftermath of the event, Earth's leaders convened an emergency meeting to discuss their response. The humiliation had sparked a sense of urgency and determination among them. They knew they needed to act quickly to regain their dignity and prove that they were not a pushover. The Council's display had done more than just insult Earth. It had motivated its people to push back and prove their worth. The scientific community on Earth also felt the sting of the Council's mockery. Researchers and engineers, who had already been working hard to advance technology, now faced even greater pressure to deliver results. The sense of urgency was palpable, and there was a renewed focus on innovation and improvement. Despite the anger and frustration, Earth's leaders understood that retaliation required careful planning. They had to balance their desire for revenge with the need to prepare for a potential conflict. The Council was a powerful opponent, and any move against them would need to be well thought out and strategically sound. The humiliation of Earth by the Galactic Council had a profound impact. It was not just a matter of pride. It was a catalyst for change. The event sparked a shift in how Earth's leaders and citizens viewed their place in the galaxy. It ignited a determination to challenge the Council's authority and to assert Earth's role as a significant player in galactic affairs. As the days passed, the initial shock and anger began to transform into a focused resolve. Earth was ready to rise to the challenge, and the Council's attempt to humiliate them had only strengthened their resolve. The stage was set for a dramatic response, and Earth's leaders were determined to show that they would not be pushed around. The Galactic Council's attempt to belittle Earth had set in motion a chain of events that would reshape the future. Earth was poised to fight back, and the Council's actions had only made them a more formidable adversary. The battle for respect and power was just beginning, and Earth was ready to take on the challenge. Preparing for war. The Galactic Council's public humiliation of Earth in 20,753 was more than just an insult. It was a catalyst that ignited a fierce determination among Earth's leaders and citizens. The event had pushed them past their breaking point, and now they were ready to fight back. The process of preparing for war began immediately, and it was clear that Earth was about to embark on a monumental effort to defend its honor and assert its place in the galaxy. In the days following the humiliation, Earth's leaders gathered in secret meetings to discuss their next steps. The mood was serious and focused. They understood that retaliation would not be simple. The Galactic Council was a formidable opponent, with advanced technology and military might that far surpassed Earth's current capabilities. But the leaders were determined to level the playing field. One of the first actions was to ramp up Earth's military readiness. The defense forces were mobilized, and recruitment drives were launched to increase the number of soldiers. People from all walks of life enlisted, driven by a sense of patriotism and the need to stand up against the Council's arrogance. Training camps were set up around the world, where new recruits underwent rigorous training to prepare them for the challenges ahead. Meanwhile, scientists and engineers worked around the clock to enhance Earth's technology. The Council's display had highlighted the gaps between their technology and Earth's. In response, Earth's top researchers focused on developing new weapons systems and defensive technologies. There was a race against time to create advancements that could match or even surpass those of the Galactic Council. One of the key innovations was the development of a new type of spacecraft. These ships were designed to be more agile and powerful, equipped with advanced weapons and defensive systems. The goal was to build a fleet that could hold its own in a confrontation with the Council's forces. Scientists and engineers collaborated closely to ensure that the new ships were not only effective, but also reliable in battle. The military also focused on strengthening Earth's alliances. Diplomats were sent to other planets to seek support and form strategic partnerships. They emphasized the shared interest in challenging the Galactic Council and promised mutual benefits in the event of a successful conflict. Some planets were hesitant, wary of getting involved in a war with such a powerful adversary. However, many saw the opportunity to join Earth in standing up to the Council and pledged their support. On Earth, the sense of unity grew stronger. The public rallied behind their leaders and the military. The media played a crucial role in spreading messages of solidarity and determination. Stories of courage and resilience were broadcasted, inspiring people across the planet to support the war effort. Fundraising campaigns were launched to provide resources for the military and research initiatives. In the military command centers, strategic planning became a top priority. Generals and tacticians analyzed the Galactic Council's strengths and weaknesses. They developed detailed strategies for potential battles and scenarios. The focus was on creating a plan that could exploit the Council's vulnerabilities while minimizing risks to Earth's forces. The preparation for war was not without its challenges. There were setbacks and delays in developing new technologies, and coordinating with allies proved to be more complicated than anticipated. But the determination of Earth's leaders and citizens never wavered. Each challenge was met with renewed effort and creativity. As the preparations progressed, Earth's leaders knew that they were embarking on a path that would change the course of their history. They were no longer just responding to an insult. They were standing up for their place in the galaxy. The sense of urgency and purpose drove every decision and action. The time for action was drawing near. Earth's forces were becoming stronger and more organized, and the new technologies were ready for deployment. The Galactic Council's attempt to humiliate Earth had sparked a wave of preparation and determination that would soon lead to a dramatic confrontation. Earth was ready to show the galaxy that it was not to be underestimated. With the stage set and the preparations in place, Earth's leaders and citizens braced themselves for the coming conflict. They knew that the road ahead would be difficult, but they were united in their resolve to fight back and reclaim their dignity. The fight against the Galactic Council was about to begin, and Earth was prepared to face the challenge head-on. Planning the attack. With the decision to confront the Galactic Council firmly in place, Earth's leaders and military strategists began the crucial task of planning their attack. The goal was clear: to strike back with enough force to challenge the Council's dominance and show that Earth would not be easily dismissed. The planning process was intense, involving detailed strategies, advanced technology, and coordination among various teams. The central hub for the planning efforts was a top-secret command center located deep underground. This facility was equipped with state-of-the-art technology and protected by the most advanced security measures. Inside, military generals, strategic analysts, and scientists worked around the clock, their minds focused on devising a plan that could turn the tide of the conflict. The first step in the planning process was to gather as much intelligence as possible about the Galactic Council. The command center's analysts studied every available piece of information about the Council's military capabilities, technological advancements, and strategic preferences. They also sought to understand the Council's weaknesses and vulnerabilities. This intelligence-gathering phase was crucial for developing an effective strategy. One of the key breakthroughs in the planning process was the development of a new type of weapon system. Scientists and engineers had been working on a powerful new weapon that could potentially neutralize the Council's advanced defenses. This weapon, still in the testing phase, was designed to penetrate the most secure shield systems and deliver a devastating blow. The team working on the weapon knew that its success could be a game-changer in the coming conflict. The next phase of planning involved coordinating the attack strategy. The military strategists developed several potential plans, each tailored to different scenarios. They considered various factors, including the Council's likely responses, the terrain of key battlegrounds, and the strengths and weaknesses of Earth's own forces. The strategies ranged from direct assaults on Council strongholds to more subtle approaches aimed at disrupting the Council's operations. One of the most challenging aspects of the planning was ensuring effective coordination between Earth's various military branches and allied forces. The command center organized joint exercises and simulations to practice the coordination of different units and tactics. These exercises helped to iron out any potential issues and ensure that every part of the operation would run smoothly. As the planning progressed, Earth's leaders also focused on securing the support of their allies. Diplomatic efforts were intensified to ensure that the alliances formed earlier were solid and reliable. The allies were briefed on the attack plans and their roles in the upcoming conflict. They were provided with detailed information about the objectives and the expected timeline of the attack. Meanwhile, Earth's public remained largely unaware of the specifics of the planning. The government maintained a tight lid on information, revealing only what was necessary to keep the public informed and motivated. The media continued to rally support for the war effort, emphasizing the importance of unity and perseverance. The final stages of planning involved a series of high-stakes war games. These simulations allowed the command center to test the strategies in a controlled environment, revealing potential flaws and areas for improvement. The results of these exercises were analyzed in detail, and adjustments were made to ensure that the plan was as robust and effective as possible. As the date for the attack drew closer, the sense of anticipation grew. The meticulous planning and preparation were nearing completion, and Earth's forces were readying themselves for the confrontation. The leaders and military personnel knew that the success of the attack would depend on the effectiveness of their strategy and the courage of their forces. The planning phase was marked by a blend of intense focus and cautious optimism. Earth's leaders were confident in their preparation, but fully aware of the risks involved. The Galactic Council was a powerful adversary, and the upcoming battle would be a true test of Earth's resolve and capability. With the plan in place and the forces mobilized, Earth was on the brink of a decisive moment. The attack was set to be launched, and every effort had been made to ensure its success. The time for action had arrived, and Earth was prepared to face the Galactic Council with everything it had. The future of Earth's place in the galaxy hinged on the outcome of this critical confrontation. First battles. As Earth's forces launched their first offensive against the Galactic Council, the galaxy held its breath. This initial series of battles would set the tone for the conflict and determine whether Earth's preparations would bear fruit. The battles were pivotal, marking Earth's entry into the larger galactic stage and testing the effectiveness of their newly developed strategies and technologies. The first engagement occurred in the outskirts of a key Council-controlled sector. Earth's newly built fleet, equipped with advanced weaponry and improved ships faced off against a Council patrol squad. The Earth forces moved with precision, their ships moving in tight formations to maximize their firepower and minimize vulnerabilities. The initial clash was intense. Earth's ships unleashed a barrage of energy weapons and missiles, targeting the Council patrol's defenses. The Council's forces, taken by surprise, struggled to adapt to the new tactics and weaponry. For a brief moment, Earth's forces seemed to have the upper hand, overwhelming the patrol squad and causing significant damage. However, the Council was quick to regroup and send reinforcements. The Council's military was well coordinated, and their response was swift. They launched a counterattack, using their superior numbers and advanced technology to push back against Earth's forces. The battle shifted, and Earth's ships began to face heavier resistance. Despite the setback, the first battle provided valuable insights. Earth's military strategists analyzed the engagement, learning from the strengths and weaknesses displayed by both sides. They identified areas where their tactics needed refinement and adjusted their strategies accordingly. The battle had shown that while Earth's new technology was effective, it needed to be paired with well-coordinated tactics to overcome the Council's formidable defenses. The next few weeks saw a series of skirmishes across various fronts. Each battle presented unique challenges and opportunities. Earth's forces encountered different types of Council units and faced varying terrain and conditions. Some engagements were successful, with Earth's ships managing to secure important positions or disrupt Council operations. Others were more difficult, with the Council demonstrating their resilience and adaptability. In one notable battle, Earth's forces targeted a Council supply depot. The objective was to cut off the Council's resources and weaken their ability to sustain the conflict. The operation was meticulously planned, with Earth's ships launching a surprise attack on the depot. The raid was successful, causing significant damage and disrupting the Council's supply lines. The victory was a morale booster for Earth's forces and a clear message that they were capable of striking at the heart of the Council's operations. However, not all of the first battles went in Earth's favor. In some instances, the Council's superior firepower and advanced technology proved too much for Earth's forces. The Council's response was often aggressive and well-coordinated, and Earth's ships occasionally faced overwhelming odds. These setbacks were frustrating, but also educational. Each defeat provided lessons that Earth's military used to refine their strategies and improve their tactics. Public sentiment on Earth was a mix of hope and anxiety. The media covered the battles extensively, highlighting both victories and setbacks. Stories of heroism and sacrifice were broadcasted, keeping the public engaged and supportive of the war effort. The government used these reports to rally support and maintain morale, emphasizing the importance of perseverance and unity. As the battles continued, Earth's forces became more experienced and better organized. The initial confusion and chaos of the first engagements gave way to more calculated and effective operations. The lessons learned in the early battles were applied in subsequent conflicts, leading to improved performance and greater success. The first battles were a critical phase in the conflict with the Galactic Council. They tested Earth's resolve and capabilities and provided valuable insights that would shape the course of the war. While the path ahead was still fraught with challenges, the early successes and the lessons learned set a solid foundation for the continuing struggle. Earth was proving that it was not to be underestimated, and the Galactic Council would have to contend with a determined and resilient adversary. Turning point. The series of early battles had set the stage for a dramatic shift in the conflict between Earth and the Galactic Council. While Earth's forces had made some progress, the tide of the war was far from certain. But as the conflict continued, a significant turning point emerged that would reshape the course of the war and boost Earth's chances of victory. The turning point began with an unexpected breakthrough. Earth's scientists and engineers have been working tirelessly to develop a new piece of technology, a prototype energy shield that could protect their ships from the Council's most powerful weapons. The shield was still in the testing phase, but preliminary results were promising. It was designed to withstand heavy fire and provide a crucial advantage in battle. The prototype was tested in a live combat scenario during a particularly fierce engagement with the Council. The Council had launched a major offensive, deploying a massive fleet to overwhelm Earth's forces. The battle was intense, with both sides exchanging heavy fire and maneuvering for strategic positions. Earth's forces were struggling to hold their ground against the sheer might of the Council's assault. As the battle raged on, the new energy shield was deployed on a key Earth battleship. The shield's activation was met with a mix of hope and apprehension. If successful, it could turn the tide of the battle and give Earth a significant edge. If it failed, it could lead to a devastating defeat. The moment of truth arrived as the Council's forces concentrated their fire on the battleship equipped with the new shield. To everyone's relief and excitement, the shield held firm against the barrage of energy blasts and missiles. The ship's defenses remained intact, and its crew was able to return fire with renewed confidence. The effectiveness of the energy shield had a profound impact on the battle. Earth's forces, buoyed by the success of the prototype, were able to push back against the Council's attack. The shield's protection allowed Earth's ships to engage the Council's fleet more aggressively, exploiting the opportunity to deal significant damage. The turning point in this battle was not just about the shield itself, but also about the boost it gave to Earth's morale. The successful deployment of the shield was a clear signal that Earth was capable of overcoming the Council's technological superiority. It demonstrated that Earth's innovations could compete on equal footing with the Council's advanced systems. In the aftermath of the battle, the news of the shield's success spread quickly. The media hailed it as a game-changer, and the public's support for the war effort intensified. The shield became a symbol of hope and resilience, representing Earth's ability to stand up to the Galactic Council. The Council, on the other hand, was taken aback by the unexpected turn of events. They had underestimated Earth's technological capabilities and the determination of its people. The successful use of the shield forced the Council to reassess their approach and consider new strategies to counter Earth's advancements. The turning point also led to a reassessment of Earth's overall strategy. With the new shield proving its worth, Earth's military leaders focused on expanding its use across their fleet. They accelerated the production of the shield technology and incorporated it into their broader tactical plans. The shield became a key element in Earth's strategy, enhancing their defensive and offensive capabilities. The impact of the turning point extended beyond the battlefield. It was a moment of transformation for Earth's forces, shifting the balance of power in the conflict. The newfound confidence and technological advantage provided Earth with a significant boost, enabling them to take the fight to the Council with greater effectiveness. As the war continued, the lessons learned from this turning point guided Earth's approach to subsequent battles. The successful deployment of the energy shield was a reminder of the importance of innovation, resilience, and adaptability. It marked a critical shift in the conflict, demonstrating that Earth was no longer a passive player, but an active and formidable force in the galaxy. The turning point was a defining moment in the struggle against the Galactic Council. It showcased Earth's ability to adapt, innovate, and overcome challenges. With the momentum shifting in their favor, Earth's forces were poised to continue their fight with renewed determination and a growing sense of hope for victory. Council's struggles. The Galactic Council had long been the dominant force in the galaxy, commanding respect and fear from countless civilizations. However, the recent turn of events marked a new chapter in their history. The Council, once confident in their superiority, was now grappling with unexpected challenges brought on by Earth's determined resistance and newfound technological edge. In the wake of Earth's successful deployment of the energy shield, the Galactic Council found themselves in uncharted territory. Their initial reaction was one of disbelief. They had underestimated Earth's capabilities and were now faced with a serious problem. The Council's military leaders convened urgent meetings to analyze the situation and develop a strategy to counter Earth's advancements. The first sign of struggle was seen in the Council's inability to swiftly adapt to the new threat. Their usual tactics, which had once crushed opponents with ease, were proving ineffective against Earth's improved defenses. The energy shield had disrupted their plans and forced them to rethink their approach. The Council's once imposing fleet was now facing unexpected resistance, and their previous sense of invincibility was beginning to wane. Adding to their troubles, the Council's internal politics became increasingly chaotic. The leadership was under intense pressure from various factions within the Council, each demanding different strategies and solutions. Some factions advocated for a more aggressive approach, pushing for all-out war to subdue Earth quickly. Others argued for a more cautious approach, suggesting that the Council should focus on improving their own technology and finding ways to exploit Earth's vulnerabilities. The discord among the Council's leaders led to delays in decision-making and a lack of unified strategy. The internal conflicts further weakened their response to Earth's advances, as the Council struggled to present a cohesive front. This disunity was a significant blow to their overall effectiveness and morale. The Galactic Council's supply lines were another area of concern. Earth's earlier raid on a Council supply depot had disrupted their resources and logistics. The Council's ability to sustain their operations was now compromised, and they faced difficulties in resupplying their fleets and maintaining their military readiness. The disruption of their supply lines forced the Council to divert resources and attention away from the front lines, further straining their efforts. The Council's once unassailable positions were now vulnerable. Earth's forces, emboldened by their recent successes, began to launch more targeted attacks on key Council installations. They took advantage of the Council's weakened state, striking at critical infrastructure and supply depots. Each successful operation further eroded the Council's control and added to their growing list of challenges. The Council's struggles were also evident in their attempts to counter Earth's technological advancements. The Council's scientists and engineers worked feverishly to develop countermeasures to Earth's energy shield and other new technologies. However, their efforts were hampered by the time it took to reverse engineer Earth's innovations and the ongoing disruptions caused by the conflict. The Council's ability to keep pace with Earth's rapid advancements was proving to be a significant hurdle. Publicly, the Council tried to maintain a facade of confidence and control. They issued statements claiming that the situation was under control and that Earth's resistance was merely a temporary setback. However, behind closed doors, the reality was far less reassuring. The Council's leaders were grappling with mounting pressure and uncertainty, struggling to regain their footing in the face of a determined adversary. As the conflict progressed, the Galactic Council's struggles became increasingly apparent. The combination of internal discord, disrupted supply lines, and an inability to counter Earth's technological advancements had placed them on the defensive. The once mighty Council was now facing a significant challenge to their authority and dominance. For Earth, these struggles presented an opportunity. The Council's difficulties provided a chance to press their advantage and push for a decisive victory. With each successful operation and each crack in the Council's facade, Earth's forces grew more confident and resolute. The struggle against the Galactic Council had become not just a battle for survival, but a fight for respect and recognition in the galaxy. As the Galactic Council continued to struggle, Earth's forces prepared to capitalize on their weaknesses. The conflict was far from over, but the shifting dynamics marked a pivotal moment in the war. The Council's struggles were a testament to Earth's resilience and determination, setting the stage for the next phase of the conflict and the ongoing quest for victory. Final showdown. The Galactic Council's struggles had reached a critical point, and the time had come for the decisive clash that would determine the outcome of the conflict. Earth's forces, emboldened by their recent successes and technological advancements, prepared for the final showdown. The stakes were high, and both sides knew that this battle would decide the fate of their struggle. The location for the final showdown was chosen strategically. The Council had retreated to a heavily fortified space station located at the edge of their territory. This station was a symbol of their power, equipped with advanced defenses and a large fleet of ships. For Earth, this was the ultimate target, a chance to strike a blow that could cripple the Council's military capabilities and secure a significant victory. As the day of the final showdown approached, both sides made their final preparations. The Galactic Council was determined to defend their stronghold and restore their waning authority. They marshaled their remaining forces, fortifying the space station with additional defenses and deploying their most experienced commanders. The Council's leadership was resolute, knowing that their survival depended on holding this critical position. Earth's forces, meanwhile, were equally focused and determined. The success of their earlier battles and the effectiveness of their new technologies had given them confidence. They mobilized their most advanced ships and weapons, prepared for the most challenging battle they had faced. The final showdown was not just a military engagement, but a test of their resolve and strategic planning. The battle began with a massive confrontation. Earth's fleet, equipped with the newly developed energy shields and advanced weaponry, moved in formation towards the Council's space station. The Council responded with a fierce counterattack, their ships launching waves of energy blasts and missiles. The clash was intense, with both sides exchanging heavy fire and maneuvering for tactical advantage. One of the key strategies in Earth's plan was to target the space station's weak points. While the station was heavily fortified, there were critical areas that were less protected. Earth's forces focused on these vulnerabilities, using precision strikes to exploit them. The goal was to breach the station's defenses and create an opportunity for a decisive assault. As the battle raged on, Earth's forces faced significant challenges. The Council's space station was a formidable opponent, and its defenses proved to be more resilient than expected. Earth's ships took heavy damage, and the battle tested their endurance and strategic acumen. Despite the difficulties, Earth's forces pressed on, driven by their determination to achieve victory. The turning point in the final showdown came when Earth's forces managed to breach the space station's outer defenses. A coordinated strike, led by Earth's most skilled pilots, created a critical opening in the station's shields. This breakthrough allowed Earth's ships to penetrate deeper into the station, targeting key systems and causing significant damage. Inside the space station, the Council's defenders were struggling to mount an effective response. The breach had thrown their defenses into disarray, and their ability to coordinate a counterattack was compromised. The Council's leadership was under intense pressure, trying to rally their forces and regain control of the situation. As Earth's forces advanced further into the space station, the battle reached its climax. The final assault was a blend of strategic precision and relentless aggression. Earth's ships focused on neutralizing the station's command center and critical systems. The Council's defenses were unable to withstand the concentrated effort, and the space station began to crumble under the assault. In the final moments of the battle, Earth's forces secured a decisive victory. The space station was severely damaged, and the Galactic Council's remaining fleet was forced to retreat. The Council's leadership, facing overwhelming odds, was left with no choice but to concede defeat. The final showdown marked a turning point in the conflict, securing Earth's position and demonstrating their ability to challenge the Galactic Council's dominance. The victory was a testament to Earth's resilience, strategic planning, and technological advancements. The Galactic Council's defeat was a significant blow to their authority, reshaping the balance of power in the galaxy. As the dust settled and the battle came to an end, Earth's forces celebrated their hard-fought victory. The final showdown had been a grueling and intense engagement, but it had ultimately resulted in a triumph that would be remembered as a pivotal moment in galactic history. Earth had proven its strength and resolve, and the Galactic Council's struggles had culminated in a decisive and transformative victory. New Galaxy Order. The aftermath of the final showdown marked the dawn of a new era in the galaxy. With the Galactic Council's defeat and their stronghold in ruins, the balance of power had shifted dramatically. Earth, once a fledgling power, had emerged as a formidable force, ready to shape the future of galactic politics and society. In the wake of their victory, Earth's leaders were faced with the immense task of managing the galaxy's new reality. The defeat of the Council left a power vacuum that needed to be addressed. Various factions and former allies of the Council were vying for influence, each seeking to fill the void left by the Council's fall. The challenge for Earth was not only to consolidate their gains, but also to establish a new order that would ensure stability and peace across the galaxy. The first step for Earth's leaders was to address the immediate aftermath of the conflict. They focused on providing aid and support to the regions and planets affected by the war. The destruction caused by the battles had left many worlds in need of rebuilding and assistance. Earth's government organized relief efforts, sending teams of engineers, medical personnel, and supplies to help those in need. This humanitarian approach was not only a moral obligation, but also a strategic move to build goodwill and establish Earth's role as a benevolent power. With the immediate needs addressed, Earth turned its attention to the political landscape. Diplomatic missions were sent to various factions and leaders across the galaxy. Earth's representatives worked to forge alliances and establish relationships with former Council allies and neutral parties. The goal was to create a new framework for cooperation and governance that would replace the Galactic Council's previous dominance. One of the key initiatives was the establishment of a new interstellar coalition. This coalition aimed to create a system of governance that was more inclusive and representative of the diverse civilizations in the galaxy. It was designed to promote peace, cooperation, and mutual respect among different species and cultures. Earth's leaders emphasized transparency and fairness in the coalition's formation, ensuring that all voices were heard and that the new order was built on principles of equality and justice. The coalition's formation was a significant step towards a more balanced and cooperative galaxy. It represented a departure from the Council's authoritarian rule and a move towards a system where decisions were made through consensus and collaboration. The new governance structure was designed to address the issues that had led to the Council's downfall, such as corruption, inequality, and lack of representation. Earth's role in the new galaxy order was pivotal. As a leading force in the coalition, Earth was responsible for guiding the transition and setting an example for others to follow. The success of the coalition depended on Earth's ability to lead with integrity and uphold the values of cooperation and peace. The impact of the new order was felt across the galaxy. Former Council-controlled regions experienced a sense of relief and optimism as they adjusted to the new system. The reduction in conflict and the focus on rebuilding and cooperation fostered a more positive atmosphere. The galaxy was moving towards a more harmonious and collaborative future. Despite the progress, challenges remained. The transition from the old order to the new was complex, and not all factions were pleased with the changes. Some former Council loyalists resisted the new governance, and there were occasional skirmishes and disputes. Earth's leaders had to navigate these challenges carefully, balancing the need for security with the desire for lasting peace. Over time, the new galaxy order began to take root. The coalition's efforts to promote cooperation and address the galaxy's diverse needs were gradually successful. The principles of equality and justice became more entrenched, and the galaxy began to experience a more stable and prosperous era. The legacy of Earth's victory and the new galaxy order was one of transformation and hope. The defeat of the Galactic Council had paved the way for a more equitable and cooperative future. Earth's role in shaping this new era was a testament to their resilience, leadership, and commitment to a better galaxy. As the galaxy moved forward, the memory of the conflict served as a reminder of the importance of unity and collaboration. The new order represented a fresh start, with the potential for growth, prosperity, and lasting peace. Earth's emergence as a key player in the galaxy had set the stage for a new chapter in interstellar relations, one built on the principles of cooperation, respect, and shared progress.